Good morning. Last year I was also in Greece because we was awarded by SAFETY4SEA for the Competency Management System. With the development that the industry has during the last 5 years, I think that the most important thing is to try to understand what is the ability or the competency of the seafarers we are trying to put on board. Some of the things is known by everybody, that the introduction of the electronic navigation, camless engine, ballast, and any other, and lately the polar code, and just to let you understand, in 1 month they was requesting to me to prepare a crew to join a vessel, a RoRo vessel, that is will be fueled by LNG. At the moment, although the IMO made the IGF training in Manila, where I'm working, there is RINA don't approve any training center for doing this kind of training or to certify these people. Therefore, we are obliged to send experienced gas people on board the RoRo vessel. So in one side, we have people with experience with gas, but they don't have experience with the RoRo. So this is the contradiction, I think, of the nowadays of the shipping. We are always working on making the vessel much more automated, but we forget behind that at the end of the history, there must be someone that after will run this vessel, and therefore must be ready. The competency management system is a system that is quite old. So we are talking about the competency management system the last 7-8 years, but I think that nowadays is the day that it will become more actual. As first slide, I want to show you one thing. In one side we have the SAI of 2016, the VUAQ6. On the other side is the new VUAQ7, the SAI, the inspection for the tanker vessel that, according Intertanko, was coming in force September 17. From this kind of thing, we can understand that while before the attention was made on the procedure that the company was doing to control, let's say, if the people aboard was doing the thing like for ISM or for safety and all the other thing, now the attention is moved more all on the side of the crew. And therefore, we think that the preparation and the, let's say, to investigate that the crew are not only prepared on the task that they must do on board, but they don't forget the other thing that is requested by the shipping today, it must be there. This is the reason why we are trying to focus on that. The competency management system itself was developed in, and we have an assessment that was made for each rank, including on the system all the 200 competency requested by STCW. The process of the competency management system is that one. Practically, we define the competence need, and this is inside the program. We assess the current competency. We assess the 200 competency that is done by STCW for the crew. We create the map, the competency gap, in accordance with the score that the seafarers get during the assessment. We do a plan for closing the gap. We implement the closing of the gap. We monitor the things with the final assessment, and this is the full cycle where we are going to complete. So the seafarers undergo an assessment that we will see later is made by module, And through the assessment, we define really the area where the seafarers need to be trained. I think that this was already, the assessment is just to determine the skill of the seafarers. If we go here, we can see our, let's say, way to identify the red one that we need the training. The yellow is an area where the seafarers meet the standard but need some improvement, and the blue one is the excellency. So this is some of the aspects that we are including that we are going to analyze when we are going to do the assessment. Here is included the core competency, the technical core competency, the behavior, the training for the specific competence that is coming from the position that the seafarers we are going to occupy on board, and after the additional training that is coming from the type of vessel, the company where the seafarer is going to work, sometimes the area or the type of cargo that the company is handling. Here is the core of our competency management system. As you can see, we have 4 modules. The first module is the assessment of the core competence technically, let's say the SATW side. The second one is a psychological assessment, and this program was made by us in the Philippines. The third one is the vessel-specific competence, and the fourth module is the company-specific competence related to the company. As we can see here, we have some of the function and with the score that the seafarers get for or what was requested. While on the second one, that he get the 78%, he has minus 2% of gap that needed to be covered. The rule is that if the seafarers is in some area below the 40%, we stop the assessment and we try to understand after what to do, because we don't think that we can go below a certain point. And this is how the module is done for the core competency. The first one is the navigation. The second one is the cargo handling. The third one is the controlling of the operation. And the fourth one is an area that we are keeping always, let's say, free, and we are trying to put aside all the updated that is coming from the industry. Lately was the cybersecurity, the environment, that is one of the most important things that we was talking today, the ship energy efficiency, ballast water, resilience, that is one of the arguments today that is more talked, the polar navigation, the electronic navigation. All this kind of, let's say, module is inside the core competency of the seafarers. The second one is the aptitude, and in this area, we give a particular attention on the matter if the seafarers in some area, although he is found free from, I don't know, alcohol, drug, or some other thing, we have certain tests that try to identify if the seafarers is easy to get mad, or is usual to be drunk or to have drug. The third one is the specific competency. This area is covered by the ISM, and the seafarers will be trained on the rank that is covered aboard. The last one for me, I think is one of the most important one, is that practically all the company that is asking to us to train the seafarers is giving the input. The ISM is giving to us all the other things. For example, we are analyzing the efficiency on board. We are preparing training specific for some specific area where the vessel is working. And all this kind of thing is the interaction between us and the company on trying to arrange a specific training for the particular type of vessel or sailing type and all the other thing. And we have an area that we call temporary training. If the vessel for some reason is detained or has a deficiency, we will try to arrange a specific training, and the training will remain in this area till all the crew on board was not getting the training and was well informed on the thing that was happening. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain.